So July we have the Hermit, and then we're having the Wheel, and then we're having the Moon. As you can look at the cards, Hermit usually means that many of us are gonna go inside ourselves. This is a great time to learn something. If you wanted ever to learn something, you wanted to study somewhere, you want to find something like almost like a detective or like a scientist, somebody who works by themselves and searching for some answers. That could be the month that you're going to have to deal with. And that's going to be in summer. Then we have August, and August we have a Wheel of Fortune. So August is going to be the best month. You basically can progress and grow the way you never been before, and it could be either personally, or it could also be business wise, career wise, faith wise, what however you want. Friends wise, if you want to have more friends, if you want to have more power, if you want to have more fame, if you want to have some prestige, social status, whatever it is, it will help you to grow at that time. It's almost like giving you a jump in your life. So August, please watch out for the August. This is the time when you're gonna have to make wishes, and hopefully whatever you wished for before, it will basically gonna be showing in August. September, we have the Moon. Now, the Moon you have to be a little bit careful with, because Moon has multiple meanings. First of the meanings is it's a cycle. It's a new cycle. We see cycle of Moon all the time, and this is the beginning of a new cycle. So the September will be like a first next year to continue. It's almost like the new year going to become in September. That could be a possibility. Also, the Moon telling us about travels as well. So maybe that will be the best time to go travel. It also means the cycle of life, meaning pregnancy, in childbirth. So that could be a beginning for some new families, or a beginning of births in September. Somebody might give birth in September. So if you get pregnant in January, you will have a baby in September. And then it's also a dim light where silhouettes could become the monsters, and we are creating in our own heads a little stories of either fear or anxiety or love or hope. But in reality, if you would turn the light on like a sun, you will see that it was not what you put in your own head. So Moon also is very delusional sign, meaning you don't what how your mind reads it, it could be not be the truth. So be careful how you are dealing with other people, how you talk to them, how you carry your emotions, because Moon also considered with emotions, driving up and down the waves of the water, which also is sign of emotions. So how you gonna carry yourself, how you gonna interpret what people tell you, how you're going to answer them, and everything else could be a little bit delusional, and you might make yourself some, bad misunderstandings that were totally unnecessary, something like that. All right, now we go to October, November, and a December of 2024. Ugh. All right. Um, so December, November, and October. And October, the magician. October is going to be a magical time of the year. I guess it's because between, being summer and nice and warm, and then the foliage make everything so beautiful with the pumpkin spices lattes and everything else. This is a time when you can create magic. You have all the tools, you have all the resources, you have a limited amount of energy to do that. And October is helping us with, you know, make either the first steps if you have not made the steps yet, or to expand yourself if you wanted to grow in life. This is the best time. But going to be the magician. You have to remember that. You're going to be the magician. You're going to have to do everything. But you have all the power and the tools. You might not see them, you might not feel them, but they're there. You just need to continue to do it. Okay, and then in November, we have the judgment. So, November usually is the rough month for a lot of people. A lot of people get sick because it gets really cold in November in a lot of places. And judgment basically is something going to happen that in your life, like it or not, it's that it can even waken the dead out of their tombs. So it's almost like it's giving you a karma at the end of the year to see how well you did the whole year. And how well you did the whole year, this is what you're going to get. So sometimes I know in November, I always have problems in my house. Something happens. I had a bursting pipe, I had clogged toilets. Something always happened in November. And it's just forcing us to do spend more extra money to clear the problem. So November might give you some kind of a problem that and they basically want to see how you're going to do with that problem, the lesson. It could also be the news that you're going to find out that will totally shock you. It can happen as well. But you also, if you were a good person, you're going to get a great judgment as well, where you can actually receive some gifts. So, every card that you look at, it always has the bright side and the dark side. So you never know where the card gonna go, but it's going to be all based on the energies that is around you. And December is ending with death. Death, this card usually does not really show the death, physical death, but it's definitely December just going to end it as 2024. And even if it's going to be a hard year, as everybody might keep saying, but I don't see anything to be too hard. But there's definitely going to be could be delusion, here, kind of playing with your own feelings, and either you're creating your own anxieties or not. But death usually means that it's gonna close the chapter on something in your life, and you might begin the new cycle. We're all going through the cycle, so the 2024 might be that cycle that's been going on with the changes of the new era. So maybe 2024 will be the end of that era. And from that point on, we're just going to live a new life that, like it or not, maybe it's not going to be the same as you remember or you be nostalgic about. This is going to be just new life. And you're going to have to find yourself in it and be happy in it and enjoy it and still be thankful for no matter what it is, because you're still experiencing the life that many souls would want to be with. So allow yourself to live in 2024, and hopefully it's going to be a good year. If it can be a great, it can be even better. I wish you all the best. Happy New Year.